Last time we went over how to actually use the planner, and I went through some key points within the planner. And one of the parts that we talked about was meal planning. And so I want to zero in on that again, just go dig a little bit deeper. And that's what we'll be doing in these Choose Life lessons. We'll be digging in a little deeper on each section of the planner. And so today I want to just spend a little bit of time talking about the meal planning and how it starts. So this topic here is called Meal Planning Starts Here. Like I said, we talked last week about how we use the planner. And so when it comes to meal planning, the sheet that I have us on is actually the sheet that says where we start. And where we start is the page where we put, this is where I currently am, our current numbers, and any of the doctor's notes and or desired results. So where I'm currently at, and I just have some general ones here: pressure, cholesterol, A1C, other. If there's something else that you're monitoring or you're monitoring with your doctor, that's what would go on that part. And then, or if it's weight, etc., if you want to put your measurements there. The main part here is your desired results. What is it that really, what is it that you really believing God for? What level of healing are you believing God for? Even be it physical healing in your body from different illnesses, just different things with your aren't the way that you like them to be. I know some people have had some people in the past who they just want my blood pressure down to a certain number. Maybe it is the weight, some other aspect of a dress size or something, but what it is that you're believing God for. And the meal planning, like I said, it starts here because yeah, I do. It starts with knowing where you're trying to get to. So if you don't have anything that you're trying to get to, it's hard to determine what your meal planning should look like or I'm going to explain again a little more, although some may be familiar with this, but I'm going to talk about offense, talk about boundaries. But it's hard to do boundaries if you don't know what your end result should be. So if your end result is a certain blood pressure, or your end result is to have a certain A1C number, if your end result is to be a particular weight, then I say write that down so that is always clear for you. Under desired results, make sure in your planner that you have that written down at the end, and this is a 12-week planner that we're working with right now. So at the end of 3 months, let it be realistic. Don't please, if it's weight, don't put down at the end of 3 months, I want to lose 50 pounds, or not, maybe not even at the end of 3 months, I want to lose 30 pounds, because to be honest, 10 pounds a month is not really a healthy rate. 10 pounds a month is not a healthy rate to be losing at. If it's a weight wise, maybe at the end of 3 months, I want to have lost 10 or 15 pounds at the end of 3 months. That's something that's more realistic than 25 or 30 pounds step, something higher. And likewise, if it's a dress size, I want to be one dress size smaller. Or if your A1C number is like at 7.2, I'd like it to be maybe at 6.5 in 3 months or something like that. So have a realistic desired result, but have a desired results. And again, this is a number that I'm really believing God for this level of healing for my body. I'm believing God for this because we are in agreement with God, because we're working together with God. So we're in agreement with God for this result, because I believe that this is also God's will for me, for my life, for this result. And so be clear on what that result is for yourself. And that's where the meal planning starts. And so once you're clear on that, and I do want to encourage you, if you have not written that down yet, please take the time to do it. Even you can even take the time to do it now. And I'm recording this part so I can send it out to everyone. So if you're listening to the recording, pause it if you need to and write it down. Write down what that desired result is that you're believing God for. And so from there, once now is clear, then you can go into looking at what exactly are you going to be doing, your decision to choose life, having clear, accountable instructions about your meals. what exactly does the boundaries around your food, and I call it a fence. What does your fence look like around your food so that it's clear? So that this is the fence, this is the boundaries that I have that will taking me down the road to get to that desired results. What is the path? This is the path that God is guiding me to. And this is the fence along that path that will get me to that desired result. So, what does that look like? So, before even I know everybody likes to get these recipes. Oh, can you send me recipes? Okay, let's wait, pull back on these recipes. Are we trying to get to? Where are you trying to get to? And not everybody is trying to get to the same place. And so if we're not clear on where you're trying to get to and the journey you need to be going on to get to that place, getting recipes is jumping the gun. Let's get clear on what that it looks like first. So based on your desired result, will the Mediterranean diet get to that desired result? Will a keto diet get you to that desired result? Does intermittent fasting get you to that result? Is a gluten-free diet getting you to get that? Is that what's needed to get you to that desired result? So after you're clear on your desired results, then the next part of meal planning is being clear on what that plan looks like. This is the fence that I have, this is the fence that I have for the journey that I'm taking to get to the desired result that God has for me, that God has for my health. Excuse me. It's here again different examples of what those are. And these are just examples. I know for some that, some that these are kind of really full and specific. For some, it has been to get to my desired result. The fence for me is I need to make sure I'm eating a certain number of vegetables every day. And I'm just throwing that out as an example of one. I shared before that part of mine when I first started, I didn't eat any at all. And so for me, mine was I needed to make for my lunch and dinner had to be 8 ounces of vegetables or more. But in addition to that, I also had a clear plan for what all of my meals looked like. This is what breakfast will look like. This is what lunch will look like. This is what dinner will look like. This is what a snack will look like. This was within the fence to get me to a desired result. And again, I want to redefine what snacks look like, what the definition of a snack. And the definition of a snack, I really like to change that mindset of the definition of a snack being an impulsive meal. Is the definition of a snack, it is a planned meal. It's a plan, something that we plan throughout the day. So I'll plan throughout the day that I will have a snack. I want to have a snack, but I do want to guard against the impulsive meals and an impulsive snack. And I'll probably go into that another time because that'll take me off track. The main point in today's lesson, Choose Life lesson, is to make sure we're clear on what our desired goal is, our desired result is. I'm trying to go back a couple of slides here. The main point of our lesson today from Clarence slide is to make sure we're clear on our desired results. And so based on that desired results, make sure we have a clear fence for the journey that we're taking to get to that desired result. That's our Choose Life lesson for today.